party don't start till I'm here, baby. Getting loose, getting drunk and falling in love with the weekend. I pray to God that tonight won't ever stop. We're going up, then we come down. Everybody's looking at me now. I'm gonna love you tonight with all I got. I don't have money, but I have fun. Staying at the parties, just trying to get some. And we gon' dance the night away, dance until the morning breaks. I don't have money, yeah, I got none. So what, we are young. Skipping the red lights, call it color blind. I'm risking my life, baby. Ignoring all the signs, I'm rolling the dice. Look what a sacrifice, it's crazy. Getting loose, getting drunk and falling in love with the weekend. I pray to God that tonight won't ever stop. We're going up, then we come down. Everybody's looking at me now. I'm gonna love you tonight with all I got. I don't have money, but I have fun. Staying at the parties, just trying to get some. And we gon' dance the night away, dance until the morning breaks. I don't have money, yeah, I got none. So what, we are young. So getting loose, getting drunk and falling in love with the weekend. Waking up with my best friend. We're going up, then we come down. Everybody's looking at me now. Why is the music so goddamn loud? I don't have money, but I have fun. Oh, yeah. Staying at the parties, just trying to get some. And we gon' dance the night away, dance until the morning breaks. I don't have money, yeah, I got none. So what, we are young. So I don't have money, yeah, I got none. So what, we are young. So what, we are young. We got so much time, chasing morning light. Nothing on my mind, baby. Hit me like a shot. They say, can we not? The party don't start till I'm here, baby. Getting loose, getting drunk and falling in love with the weekend. I pray to God that tonight won't ever stop. We're going up, then we come down. Everybody's looking at me now. I'm gonna love you tonight with all I got. I don't have money, but I have fun. Staying at the parties, just trying to getting drunk and falling in love with the weekend. Waking up with my best friend. We're going up, then we come down. Everybody's looking at me now. Why is the music so goddamn loud? I don't have money, but I have fun. Oh, yeah. Staying at the parties, just trying to get some. And we gon' dance the night away. Dance till the morning breaks. I don't have money, yeah, I got none. So what, we are young. So what, so what? So what, so what? So what, so what?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Lewis Jones. Stop it, you people. Thank you so much for that wonderful reception. Hope you're well this fine evening, 23rd of April, 2020. How's it going? Pretty good. Good day for me. Had a nice walk. Wrote a good quiz. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. We'll see. It's been an alright week. I feel like my opening remarks last week were maybe slightly depressed. But no, better week this week. Been exercising. Who knew? Getting out there. Good for you. My mum knew. She's told me for years. But hey, you're right this time, Mum. This time. Well done. But it's been pretty nice. It's been beautiful weather here in Chef City. I hope wherever you are, it's been nice too, and you've been enjoying it as much as you can, allowing for governmental guidelines. Spent a lovely time yesterday. Our good friend Chrissy moved here at the weekend. Normal time to move. Normal woman. But I had a lovely walk with her in the hot midday sun, and it was good to see her. Good to see a human in real life who you actually like spending time with. Always good in these difficult times. But yeah, hope you're all well. We're doing a quiz. Hopefully that's not a shock to you. I hope not. That's why I'm here. Hopefully it's why you're here. I think we're going to have a good time. I think I've written a good quiz. It's what I do, guys. I've seen, there's a lot of it's a quiz time. It's a quiz heavy time, the lockdown. Oh, some of the quizzes out there are bullshit. Sorry, they are. I've seen some really good ones. Liam Plumridge did a great quiz at the weekend, which I very much enjoyed, though I only came second and I think his brother cheated. But hey, whatever. His brother came to my quiz loads of times when I did it in the pub and never won once. But, okay. But I can allow that. But apparently there's another quiz happening right now on YouTube, which has got hundreds of thousands of viewers. I looked at the questions. They're bad. It's bad. Even basic capitalization issues. Disgusting. Which makes me think, guys, if you're enjoying this quiz, share it. Let people know. I'm not going to get to the hundreds of thousands, sure. But, let's get people involved. Let's at least let people know that this is like BBC4. It's a high quality, clever show. It's not Tipping Point, but it has value in a different way. That's a rant over. But it does remind me though, in terms of also sharing. Also follow my YouTube. If you've got YouTube, which I assume you have because you're watching me now, subscribe to me. Apparently, if I get enough, I can monetize this. I wouldn't know how, but you can do that. It's an option available to you. Oh well, let's get on to this b-boy. As I said, pretty happy with this week's quiz. There we are. Welcome to the quiz. What's happening? First things first. If you do enjoy this quiz and you want a bit more, I've been doing a weekly email quiz. With only Connect style questions. If you want to receive that email, I'll be sending it out on Sundays or Mondays. I think I sent it on Sunday last week. You can go to this tinyletter.com, Reckless Rapid, sign up. I'll send you an email every week. There's no prize for that at the moment, but whoever has the most points collectively will win. I'm going to make a trophy for the collective winner. Here's an example of one of the questions from this week. What connects those things? The submission time for this question is now over. So many people were so close I had to give it to them, but they missed the really clever, funny pun that I'd done. But hey, the winner of the email quiz this week is Pyro Tiger. Well done, Pyro Tiger. A big name in the chat. So well done to you, Pyro Tiger. 7 out of 10. The only person to get 7 out of 10. So a clear winner. Not even the winner being the quickest. So well done to him. What else have we got? How it's going to work. Most of you know by now, I'm sure. But in case you don't. It's a quiz. There's going to be 5 rounds. 10 questions in each. You will be filling out a Google form for each round. You can find that in the description here or in the Facebook page. At the end of the round, I'll ask you to submit. Whoever gets the most points wins. And please, don't cheat. I can see that it's tempting, but don't. Cheats do prosper, but they are bellends. Very, very important to remember that. We'll see. What else did I want to say? I've beefed up my comments at the start. Prize. Or what's the prize? £50 English. Pretty good. How do I get that money? Donations. Important. If you want to donate, if you're enjoying this quiz, you can donate, and some of that money will go to prize money. Also, your donations will go to charity. So if you want to go to paypal.me/LJ47, you can PayPal me a bit of cash. Also, if you've got my Monzo, you can send me money there. Just DM me if neither of those is good for you. We can work something out. I'll take checks. Do they still do checks? Probably. So last week, I didn't take any money. There was not a lot of donations last week. I'm going to say it. I don't want to judge you guys, but there wasn't a lot. I didn't take any money last week, but I did manage to give some money to Refuge. They're doing a system where you can buy emergency parcels worth different amounts, which will go to women and children who are escaping domestic violence. So that's what I donated to this week, and I was glad to do it. Obviously, it's a difficult time. It's always difficult for people in those situations, but under this lockdown, it's only worse. So an important one to do. In the last few weeks, I've also been asking people, can you recommend me a charity to donate to? And this week, I got a recommendation. So that is from Liam Plumridge, who I mentioned. I did his quiz at the weekend, and he is raising money for his friend Roger Withers and his family. Unfortunately, Roger died recently, passed away. So Liam is raising money to support some charities close to that. Here's what Liam told me. He said, Roger was a superb guy and a big part of our friendship circle in High Wycombe. He died of a heart attack, aged just 49, unexpectedly on Tuesday the 7th of April. A fantastic man and gone too soon. We've been raising money for him in his memory. Cardiac Risk in the Young will screen young people aged 18 to 35 for heart problems, and Labrador Rescue was a passion and interest of Roger's, and to save animals who are neglected. So if you donate this week, the money, so about a third of the money, I hope, at least, maybe more, will go to this donation that Liam is running for Roger's family and to those two charities. So please give. It's nice. It's nice too, isn't it? It's nice to give at this time. And what else have we got? Oh, round one. So we're doing the quiz now. So we'll do this one round, and then we will go to a break for clapping, and then we'll continue. This week, on Sunday the 26th, it's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Bri. I hope it's lovely. I'm sorry that I won't see you. So I've dedicated this round to her because in her teenage years, she was an emo. And so here's a round about emos. I needed a 3-letter word that began with E. It worked thematically. You can understand it. So we will get this thing going. Let's see how it goes. So if everyone is ready and if everyone has the links, they are down. See, Swindle can't find them, but Pyro Tiger helped him. Great work, Pyro Tiger. We'll get going. So every one of the answers in this first round are going to contain the letters E-M-O in a row, somewhere in the word. You'll get it. You've been here. You know how it works. Let's get going then with question number one. Question number one. Which author, real name Daniel Handler, wrote A Series of Unfortunate Events? Which author, real name Daniel Handler, wrote A Series of Unfortunate Events? Great series of books I very much enjoyed. I was going to say as a child, but no, as an adult man. I remember rereading them. The unauthorized autobiography was particularly terrifying. The Seabold Code. Some real great stuff in there. So, who was the nom de plume of Daniel Handler that wrote a series of unfortunate events. Question number 2. What is the name of this sea creature? What is the name of this sea creature? People have been saying, hey, Lewis, I would like a pitch around. And, I could just do a standard pitch around. But no, I'm going to put them in where I can. Fit them in the spaces. So here is one. What is this? Apparently it's not, I thought it might be a plant. It's not a plant, it's an animal. It's an actual animal. In the chat, my auntie Jenny, who lives in Scotland, says, English pounds, not Scottish, Lou. No, Jen. We all know Scottish money isn't real money. They don't accept it in pubs here. It doesn't make sense. It just confuses people. That's question number 2. What is the name of this sea creature? Of course, remember, if at any point you want a question repeated, I'm not going to do that, but you can just scroll backwards on your YouTube stream, find the questions again there. So that is question number 2. What is the name of the sea creature? Question number 3. Taking its name from the capital of hell in John Milton's Paradise Lost, what word means wild disorder? Taking its name from the capital of hell in John Milton's Paradise Lost, what word means wild disorder? That's one of those good questions, because I'm not expecting anyone here to have read Paradise Lost. If you have read Paradise Lost, mention it in the chat so I can know, hey, you're a nerd. But the word that means wild disorder, just an interesting fact. You might learn something from this quiz, as much as anything. Charlie Hafferton also saying Scottish money is something. It's not. Sorry, Charlie, it's not. English pounds only, please. English pounds quid. I'm being facetious for humorous effect. All of the nations are important on all days. Rodri saying they accept Scottish money in Wales. Do they have Welsh money, Rodri? Have you guys managed to get your own money yet? Or is it just still leeks? Just trading leeks. And lava bread. I'm playing up the stereotypes. I love all the nations. I'm a quarter Welsh myself, and having family in Scotland, I like them too. And people in Ireland as well. I don't know if my Uncle George is playing today, but he lives in Ireland. So all of the British Isles are good. But obviously, for today, one of them maybe takes precedence, but we'll get to round 2 for that. Anyway, question number 4 in this round. What was the name of the film sequel to the Da Vinci Code, set in Rome and co-starring Ewan McGregor? What was the name of the film sequel to the Da Vinci Code, set in Rome and co-starring Ewan McGregor? As I recall, it wasn't very good. I think I saw it at the cinema with Alfred and Callum in probably 2008, maybe 2009. A long time ago, when we still saw Callum. Anyone seen Callum Burgess lately? It's been a long time since I saw him. I hope he's well. Like wherever he is, I hope he's well. That's question number 4. What was the film sequel to Da Vinci Code? I think, interestingly, the book that it was based on was actually set before the Da Vinci Code. But they made the Da Vinci Code first because it got very big. It was very popular, as we all know. That's question 4. Question number 5. Nicknamed the Big Man, who played saxophone with Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band until his death in 2011. Nicknamed the Big Man, who played saxophone with Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band until his death in 2011. Jack saying very underrated, the film. Interesting. Also got word that Saz is watching. Hi Saz. Saz has not been watching at all. 4 weeks. And now she's finally watching it. Glad to see it. Hope you're well. I feel like I've forgotten something today. So if you can think of anything I've forgotten, let me know, just in case. Could have happened. These crazy days. That's question 5. Who was nicknamed the Big Man? Question number 6. Which blood vessel in the thigh is the main supplier of blood from the heart to the leg? Which blood vessel in the thigh is the main supplier of blood from the heart to the leg? Bit of science. Hitting you with a bit of science. Not too much. We know how some people feel about science. But you've got to mix it up, haven't you? You've got to have different elements in this quiz. Bit of biology. You can't mistake my biology, the way that I walk, the way that I talk. As Goes Loud famously once said. But which blood vessel in the thigh is the main supplier of blood from the heart to the leg? That's question 6. Quickly on to question 7. Input symbol for symbols, card indexed, open mailbox with lowered flag, and mountain cableway are amongst the least used what? Input symbol for symbols, card index, open mailbox with lowered flag, and mountain cableway are amongst the least used what? That's one of those questions where I'm expecting you not to have heard of the things specifically, but, try and work it out and go, it's a real thinker. Remember, quizzes are not about intelligence. They're about recall of facts, and those two things aren't always related. But, sometimes I like to give you a bit of information that will make you think about something. And hopefully that's done it. So that's question 7. Those are examples of the least used what. Question number 8. Which French condiment, similar to tartar sauce, is often combined with celeriac to make an accompaniment to fish? Which French condiment, similar to tartar sauce, is often combined with celeriac to make an accompaniment to fish? And don't know what it is? I've not had it, but it sounds great. I love tartar sauce. One of the best sauces. I might make my own tartar sauce. I mean, do you need to... It's probably not worth it making my own tartar sauce and then having it just with some bird's eye fish fingers. Not even like the good cod ones, but the ones that are sort of like a mystery fish. But I might do it. I did make a good mayo the other week. It was very satisfying. Though this week I bought some Kewpie mayo, the Japanese mayonnaise from my local Sainsbury's. It was a revelation. If you haven't tried it, guys, get on it. Kewpie mayo. It's got a weird little baby on it as the logo. Wasn't a big fan of that, but the mayonnaise, out of this world, off the chain. Such good mayo. So that's question number 8. The French condiment, similar to tartar sauce. Question number 9. Formerly known as Zaire, which country has the capital city Kinshasa? Formerly known as Zaire, which country has the capital city Kinshasa? Zaire, of course, was the home of the Rumble in the Jungle back in the day. Charlie Haffington says croissant, sadly not a condiment, though something I would happily eat alongside any other meal because they're delicious. Guard says, why is it so good? I mean, it's a great question, Guards. Creaminess, I think it's extremely creamy and rich. But it has a lovely sweetness. I believe it's made with Japanese cider vinegar. And they only use the yolk. They don't ever use any white, which adds to the richness. Really recommend it. To be honest, I doubt they have it in Haverhill Sainsbury's, but if they do, get on it. Yara says, have Japanese mayo used in sushi making? Probably. Those are both Japanese things, Yaroslav, so it makes sense. I would love to try some Japanese sushi with some sweet Japanese mayo. That was question number 9, formerly known as Zaire, which country has the capital city Kinshasa? And finally, for round number 1, the emo round, question number 10, what is this building? What is this building? Again, another picture. Throw a picture at you, because some people love pictures. A picture can speak 1,000 words. In this example, probably only 2 or 3 are needed. But what is the name of this building? Remember, all of your answers should have emo in it. E-M-O. To celebrate my sister, who is an emo. She was an emo. I love her very much and I miss her. Pyro Tiger says, Cecile is shouting, all mayo only has yolks, or it's not mayo. You say that, Pyro Tiger, but a lot of mayonnaise recipes nowadays, particularly for like a quick mayonnaise using an immersion blender, say you can use it with the white. I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't make that. I would always separate. But for ease, you can make it. It makes a thinner mayo. But even Delia's got a recipe recommending it. And, you know, we all know Delia, she's the queen of eggs. So, you know, let's not go against what she says. But if you want to do it proper, please, just the yolks. So that's question 10, what's this building? That's your question. So please, make sure you've answered every question. If you don't know, guess. You know that 3 of the letters are EMO. Throw some other letters around it, see what happens. Spell your team name correctly. Please make sure it is the same every time, so it helps me and my assistant Alice sort all this information out. If you make sure that happens. Once you've got that, press submit. It will come through to us, and we'll be able to mark it. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to put in those answers, let's say until 5 minutes to. We'll then reveal the answers and have a little break while we clap. So give us a couple minutes, and we'll be right back.
You're the one for me. Think anybody could see. You make my heart skip a beat when I see you smiling, yeah. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. Forever and always. My heart beats only for you. There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for me to stay next to you after all we've been through. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. Forever and always, yeah. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. Keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. 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 You're the one for me. Think anybody could see. You make my heart skip a beat when I see you smiling, yeah. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. Forever and always.
Back. So, give you a last minute or so just to get these answers in. I don't see. I mean, I don't know if he's playing again this week, but if Dan Harling is playing, he's normally the last person to get his in. So we might just wait for that. In the meantime, you might have noticed the music is different this week. I got a message from Deezer, who has been playing the quiz every week, and she wanted me to see if I could play some music from her cousin Adam. So that's Adam Evans, who is supplying today's music. He's only 18, which is impressive. The level of production, way better than anything I've ever done, especially at the age of 18. So if you like Adam's music, you can find links to his Spotify and to his YouTube and I think his Facebook page in the description of this YouTube video. So thank you very much to Adam for letting me use his music. In the chat, Diego says, quick shout, he wants a shout out. So here's your shout out, Diego, for he got a victory royale on Fortnite while he was supposed to be working from home. Big congratulations. A big moment. We've all been there. We all know how that can feel. So well done. Hopefully not your only victory today, Diego. We'll see. Is Harling... I mean, I've got a message from Harling, which normally says he's playing. He's in. And has he submitted? Yeah, got it. I got it. So, that is everyone, I think. We've got about 70 teams in, which is lovely to see. Let's quickly get these answers done before we have to go applaud. So, let's see. Here are the answers in the emo round. Number 1. Which author, real name Daniel Handler, wrote a series on unfortunate events? It was, of course, Lemony Snicket. Lemony, you can see emos right there. I've highlighted in red. Helpful. Lemony Snicket, wonderful series of books, big fan of them. The TV show on Netflix is also very good with Neil Patrick Harris and Patrick Warburton and others. Got a great vibe to it. Number 2. What is the name of this sea creature? Is a sea anemone. Sea anemone. I'll accept anemone as well. Anemone is a sort of plant, earth plant, not sea plant. The plant, this creature is named for its looking similar to it. I included this picture because you can see that it's got Finding Nemo fish in it, so it might remind you of the bit in that film where Nemo can't say anemone. That was my thinking anyway. Number 3, taking its name from the capital of hell in Paradise Lost. What word means wild disorder? Pandemonium. Pandemonium. I see quite a lot of you got that one, which is great. Number 4, what was the film sequel to Da Vinci Code? That was Angels and Demons. Ewan McGregor, some sort of bishop in that. Bashing the bishop. Number 5, the big man who played with Bruce Springsteen was Clarence Clemens. Great saxophonist. He was on the front cover of... Bruce is leaning on him on the cover of Born to Run. Number 6, the blood vessel in the thigh that is the main supplier of blood to the heart from the leg is the femoral artery. The femoral artery. Oh, someone said the thing's on up. There we are. It's up now. I'm saying the answers out loud. That's all that matters, right? Lemony Snicket, Sea Anemone, Pandemonium, Angels and Demons, Clarence Clemens, femoral artery. The software updated today, and it's a bit strange, so my apologies for that. So that's number 6, femoral artery is the blood vessel in the thigh. Number 7, input symbol for symbols and etc. They're the least used emoji, and you can see those 4 emoji there. There's an emoji website that copies and sees how many emojis are being used on Twitter at any one point. These are 4 of the least used. The most used is crying laughing, unsurprisingly. Number 8, the French condiment similar to tartar sauce is remoulade, or celeriac remoulade is the dish that you can make with celeriac. Number 9, formerly known as Zaire, the Kinshasa is the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Democratic Republic of the Congo. You will have had to have put Democratic Republic of the Congo to get the point. Congo wouldn't accept because that's a different country, of course. Might accept DRC, though. And number 10, this building is the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. There's that big marble statue of Lincoln inside it. So those are your 10 questions. Go clap. We'll be back in a minute for round 2, Answer Smash. Great Englishmen and women. See you in a second.
You know my name, but you don't know me. But you don't know I know your face, the way that your eyes are glowing. Not sure who you are. You should let me get to know it. Cause this won't start if you don't let yourself show it. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Why do you see through me? Cause I'm right here. Open your eyes and see clearly. Not sure who I am. Well, give me a chance to show you. Cause this won't start if the real me doesn't shine through. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Notice me. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. You know my name, but you don't know me. I know your face, the way that your eyes are glowing. Not sure who you are. You should let me get to know it. Cause this won't start if you don't let yourself show it. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Why do you see through me? Cause I'm right here. Open your eyes and see clearly. Not sure who I am. Well, give me a chance to show you. Cause this won't start if the...
Hey, okay, we are back. Hope you enjoyed your clapping there. A lot less clapping here than there has been in the last few weeks. Interesting. But about a minute in, there was a massive firework explosion. Just the one. So I think, that probably made up. It's the loudest firework I've heard for a long time. Probably since fireworks night. So, the same number of decibels were given to the NHS. And that's all they need, apparently. Not protective equipment or funding. Noise. But no, it's a lovely thing that we do every week to remind ourselves of... often the sacrifice these people are putting themselves in for us. So, stay at home and be safe until we're allowed out, which hopefully will be soon. We'll see. Couple of comments. Rodri says, an enemy is not a plant from a marine biologist. I know it's not a plant, Rodri, but there is a plant called anemone, for which the sea anemone is named for their lookalike. I think that's what I was saying. My apologies if I got that incorrect when I first said it. Diego says, we put femoral. Is that okay? Yeah, that'll be fine. Yaroslav says, Lis Mousse beat Todd Cantwell 6-2 in FIFA. And that's the main thing. Glad that football's still going on somewhere. Apparently the Bundesliga is going to be back in like 2 weeks. So we'll all be German football experts then. Hey, we'll see. God says air horns in Haverhill. Love it. I mean, that's Haverhill. What a place. I miss it so badly. So let's get on to round number 2. So round number 2, as always, is Answer Smash. I've heard quite a few people this week telling me, Lewis, I'd never watched Richard Osman's House of Games, and now I love it. You're welcome. It's a great show. And of course, today is St. George's Day, patron saint of England. So all of the people that you'll see today are Englishmen and women of great renown. So you'll see a picture of one of them. There'll be a question beneath. The end of the picture name will end with the same letters that start the answer to the question. You just got to put those things together. You need to get both parts to get a point, and hopefully, there won't be need for flexibility. I was going to say, we won't be flexible. No, you're going to get everything right. You're going to smash it. I have based the greatness of these Britons not on my own opinions, but on the opinions of the 2002 BBC survey to find the greatest Britons. Some of them may be surprising. Certainly surprised me. And I love it. So I weeded out, sadly for today, but hey, if we're still doing this in November, maybe I'll bring back some Scottish people for it. I weeded out anyone who wasn't English. It's just 10 English people. So name the person, answer the question, put it together. There's your answer. I've got you an example one, of course, with one of the greatest Britons. There she is. One of the greatest Britons there is. So you take her name and then answer the question alongside Deloitte, Ernst & Young and KPMG, which company completes the big 4 global accounting firms. So you put the two answers together, and that would, of course, be Katie PricewaterhouseCoopers. Katie PricewaterhouseCoopers. It's that simple. You know how it goes. You love it. Ben Thompson says the Bundesliga is a glorified SPL, and Ben lives in Germany. So, I mean, that's impressive. I love to hear it. Now people just say the word Forza. Fantastic. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, cue number 1 in the Answer Smash round. This person, you know who that is. You don't need to question that. Take their name and run it through with which football stadium is home to Sheffield Wednesday and last hosted an FA Cup. That should say semi-final. Semi-final. I definitely wrote semi-final. It says semi-final in my notes. So it should say semi-final, not final. But combine those two answers. Which football stadium is home to Sheffield Wednesday and last hosted an FA Cup semi-final in 1997? Run the two answers together to get your answer to the question. That's number 1. Pretty easy, I hope. Number 2 in this round. This person. Which Portuguese Canadian singer-songwriter had her first UK number 1 with 2006's Man Eater? Which Portuguese Canadian singer-songwriter had her first UK number 1 with 2006's Man Eater? I remember at the time in the PLC at Castle Manor, someone playing that song over a video of a large crab, and it was very funny. It might have been Mark. I hope Mark's well. I'm sure he's not watching. He's a busy man, but I hope he's well wherever he is in this universe. So that's question 2. Combine this Great Briton or Great Englishman with which Portuguese Canadian singer-songwriter had her first UK number 1 with 2006's Man Eater? Question 2. Question number 3. Take this great Englishwoman and combine her with what name is shared by the founder of the conspiracy theorist website InfoWars and the longest-serving presenter of The One Show? What name is shared by the founder of conspiracy theorist website InfoWars and the longest-serving presenter of The One Show? Sure, everyone here is a fan of The One Show. I, sort of respect them still going on in this time. They're still in the studio, which is odd. A lot of similar shows are, presenting from their houses. But last time I saw The One Show the other day, this person and some guests were just still there, just rocking out in the studio. New broadcasting house. Why not? As long as they're being safe, and I'm sure they are. So that's question 3. Name this great historical English figure and combine it with what name is shared by the founder of conspiracy theorist website InfoWars and the longest serving presenter of The One Show. That's question 3. Question number 4. This guy, though he claimed to be just a patsy, who is believed to have assassinated John F. Kennedy? Speaking of conspiracy theories in that last question, I mean, the person who's the answer to this question almost probably certainly, probably did shoot him. Or it could have been someone on the grassy knoll. Who knows? Grassy Noel Edmonds. Just sitting there with a sniper rifle. You know what Noel Edmonds is like. But who's this person? And though he claimed to be just a patsy, who is believed to have assassinated JFK? Take those 2 answers, smash them together to get the answer. When they do this on House of Games, like this, you get it wrong, you lose a point. I would love to instigate that, guys. I really would, but sadly not. Would always like a bit more jeopardy, but it might be too much for some of you. Though actually, going on the last few weeks, you're all very good at quizzes, so we'll see. And I can see there's quite a few new names in the answer sheet today. Lovely to see you all. Hope you're all well. So that's number 4. Number 5. This guy, it's his birthday today and his death day, so a big day for him. This guy, 453 years old, I think he would have been, if he was still alive. He's not, but he lives. He is immortal in a way, of course. So take his name, and then which location in Nevada is officially known as Homey Airport or Groom Lake? Which location in Nevada is officially known as Homey Airport or Groom Lake? It's where all the homies live. Uncle George asking what round are we on, and then people giving different answers. It's round 2, guys. It's round 2. Let's not try and confuse the man. I think that's quite a fun one. I enjoyed that one. Number 6 in this, great English people. This great English person, a statue of them. So take that person and combine it with Miranda Cosgrove, played the title character in which Nickelodeon sitcom that ran between 2007 and 2012. Miranda Cosgrove played the title character in which Nickelodeon sitcom that ran between 2007 and 2012. Of course, wonderful in the film School of Rock as Summer. Not the most likeable character in the film, but still a very good performance by Miranda Cosgrove. What was the name of a very successful Nickelodeon sitcom? This question I put in there mostly because I know a lot of people on my course are doing this quiz tonight. Hello to all of you. Hope you're all doing well and have enjoyed being back to learning this week. But because I'm a mature student, but the guys, most of the guys in the course are a bit younger. This show would have been right in their wheelhouse. I was too old for it, but I'm sure they would have loved it. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it was to them what Sister and Keenan and Kel was to me. I love Keenan and Kel. You got to watch Keenan because Keenan be scheming. So that's question 6. Combine those 2 answers. Question number 7. This guy, so I'm not looking for the character, I'm looking for the actor. Interestingly, he's the highest ranked living person on this list, which is insane. It's insane. But anyway, the name of this actor, not the character, and comprising of only 24 living members, what is the highest honour offered by the English Crown? The English Crown. Comprising of up to only 24 living members, what is the highest honour offered by the Crown? I believe actually that honour is normally given out today. I doubt it has been in this situation. Got a message from my mum saying, slow down, Lou. Can you, in this modern world, slow down, Mum? I don't think so. But I will. I'll give it a bit of rest. But of course, as I've said before, you can always scroll back if you've missed anything. The sheet is there the whole time for you to just scroll back on your YouTube app. Whatever you're using, you'll be able to find it. But I'll try and build a breather in. That's question number 7. Cue numero 8. This one. Which word, coming from the Latin to do, means a list of items to be discussed? Which word, coming from the Latin to do, means a list of items to be discussed? Maybe the hardest picture, I think, probably. Got to mix it up. Maybe the easiest question. It's where they meet. That's what it's all about. So that is question number 8. Combine this man. He looks very happy there. I think in the early days of photography, some people just were scared of it. They looked very confused. But combine that with which word, coming from the Latin to do, means a list of items to be discussed. That is number 8. Number 9. This woman, this great English woman, combine her name with which racing driver, often cited as the greatest to not win the F1 Drivers' Championship, died this month, aged 90. Which racing driver, often cited as the greatest to not win the F1 Drivers' Championship, died this month, aged 90. Thought I'd throw you a little bit of topical at you. Of course, a loss, a sad loss. Also, I know a lot of people playing big F1 fans, a lot of people on the course. Loads of people on my course are F1 fans. It's strange. I didn't know F1 had that many fans. Weird. But still, I've thrown you guys this bone. The picture may be a hard one, but I'm sure you can work it out. I know when I've done a good round because there's no comments in the live chat. Swindlehurst says they look stern-faced because they had to sit for 10 minutes for the photo to be taken. It's a good point, mate. It's a very good point. We wouldn't be able to do that with our bloody modern attention spans. Am I right? So that's question 9. Combine those two pieces of info. And finally in this round, question 10. This bloke, and taking its name from the common term for the condition amusia, what term means an insensitive lack of perception in matters of public decency? Taking its name from the common term for the condition amusia, what term means an insensitive lack of perception in matters of public decency? That's one of those questions where I've taken something quite simple and I've made it sound harder. It's not that hard. I've dressed it up in university challenge language, but it's not that hard. Guard says picture 8 was Fred Dibner. Similar, much long lost. What a guy. Uncle George says, who are all these people? Very much the question, George. Hopefully you can work it out. They're all great English people and English women to celebrate. English people and English women. That sounds like women, aren't people. English men and English women. My apologies. English people. Great English people. From history. In all English people that came in the top 100 greatest Britons when the BBC tried to find that back in the day. Rodri's just given a comment. Good to see. Good to see the live chat bumped because I felt like it was dying. But no, some comments have come in there. Very glad to see it. So that's question 10. That's the end of that round. So again, make sure you've answered every question. Guess. Obviously, it's hard to guess this one because you need 2 pieces of information. But if you've just got one, guess the other part. Better than nothing. If you leave a blank space, you're not going to get a point. Make sure you spell your team name correctly. That's really important for our admin reasons. And then press submit. We'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes to see what the answers are in this round. Be right with you.
Got to the bottom of the bottle. Head spinning like the lotto. You know I'm trying to keep it subtle. Just trying to drown my sorrows. So I take another shot now. Try to wash all of this pain down. Everything's blurred, it's all the same now. Easier for me to shut the pain out. I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows. Try to drink away tomorrow. Cause I'd rather be wasted, wasted, wasted than to waste my love on you. It's getting late, can't wash this taste down. Got this bitter taste inside my mouth. Everything's dark and all the same now. Need a way to let the pain out. Found my serenity asleep. I woke, I always thought that you would catch me, but now the odds are stacked against me. I guess I have to set myself free. I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows, try to drink away tomorrow. Cause I'd rather be wasted, wasted, wasted than to waste my love on you. Oh, I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows, try to drink away tomorrow. Cause I'd rather be wasted, wasted, wasted than to waste my love on you. Than to waste my love on you. Than to waste my love on you. To the bottom of the bottle, my head spinning like the lotto. You know I'm trying to keep it subtle, just trying to drown my sorrows. So I take another shot now, try to wash all of this pain down. Everything's blurred, it's all the same now. Easier for me to shut the pain out. I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows, try to drink away tomorrow. Cause I'd rather be wasted, wasted, wasted than to waste my love on you. It's getting late, can't wash this taste down. Got this bitter taste inside my mouth. Everything's dark and all the same now. Need a way to let the pain out. Found my serenity asleep. I woke, I always thought that you would catch me, but now the odds are stacked against me. I guess I have to set myself free. I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows, try to drink.
Hey, we're back. Give you a last few seconds. Most of you, no one actually really submits until I come back, as it turns out. Apart from Mr. J. I don't know who you are, Mr. J, but you've been the first to submit both times, with nearly a minute and a half earlier than anyone else. So as far as I'm concerned, you're a hero. Thank you. But lots of great team names that made me laugh. 5G is fake. That made me laugh. Shorthand job. It was a good team name in that meeting we had at the start of last semester, and it continues to be good now. And some really funny answers. I think I ordered the questions quite well in this round, that they started quite easy and then they got quite hard, which I maybe apologise for. But definitely everyone has been answered correctly at least once, which I think is the important bit. Let's see. Okay. I think I've pretty much got 10 more left to get in. Dan Harling's in, and that's the main thing. His team name, guess who's back? Glad to have you back, Dan. Let me just see. Yeah, so there's last couple coming in now. We'll take it up to end of this minute. Uncle George says, I got Emily, but the dog was barking. I've shot him now, so all should be okay. Really sorry to hear that you've shot Trevor. I'll miss seeing pictures of him. But hey, it happens. Gaynor Shepherd says, wait for us. Get it in then, Gaynor. Come on. Hurry up. I'm about 30. You're about 30 seconds behind me actually saying stuff, so I'm sure you'll have it in by the time I actually start giving these answers. Let me make sure this system works so you actually see the answers. Yep. There we are. That's better. So, here we go. The answer to question number 1. That was obviously Winston Churchill. He came top when they did the survey to find the greatest Briton of all time. Of course, many people ignoring the millions of people that he killed in India. But hey, he said some good things during a war, and we won that war. So, but which football stadium home to Sheffield Wednesday? Of course, is Hillsborough. So you combine them: Winston Church, Hillsborough. Winston Church, Hillsborough. Very, very good. Number 2, an old picture, but I think the hat and the images behind him might have given you a clue. That was Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Remember at the Olympics opening ceremony when old Branagh himself dressed like that. And combine that with the Portuguese-Canadian singer who had a hit with Maneater, Isambard Kingdom Brunelli Furtado. Very happy with that one. That's exactly what I think you want in this round. Isambard Kingdom Brunelli Furtado. That's number 2. Number 3. That was a picture of Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp, from later in life. I've added in the answer there's an extra H. I definitely didn't. Again, I'll show you my notes, but I didn't type that. I don't know why that's there. Please ignore it. Too many errors today. I'm better than this. I really apologise to all of you. But that's Florence Nightingale. And what is the name shared by the conspiracy theorist, founder of InfoWars and the longest serving presenter of The One Show? That is Alex Jones. So the combined answer is Florence Nightingale Alex Jones. Florence Nightingale Alex Jones. It works perfectly. Remember, in this round, the saying them isn't as important as the letters rolling together. Number 4, the youngest, certainly, of this bunch, the only one. Oh, no, one of them's still alive. Another one's still alive, but the youngest one. And only came about 99th when they did this poll. I'm sure he'd be higher now because he probably invented the most important thing ever. That's Sir Tim Berners-Lee, who invented only the internet. We're all using it right now. And who is believed to have assassinated JFK. Certainly, he was going to be trialled for it before he was shot by Jock Ruby. That's Lee Harvey Oswald. So the answer is Tim Berners-Lee Harvey Oswald. I see a lot of you got that one. Obviously, it helps when one name ends Lee, the other one starts Lee. Number 5. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to him, the immortal bard, William Shakespeare. And the location in Nevada, officially known as Homey Airport, is Area 51, which is an interesting one that I found out in my research. So William Shakespeare 51. William Shakespeare 51. Nice. Number 6. That is a statue on, is it Westminster Bridge? I think it's Westminster Bridge, of Boudicca, or Boudicca, the Queen of the Iceni, who defeated the Romans in about Essex 2,000 odd years ago. And combine it with the actress, the title role that Miranda Cosgrove played in the Nickelodeon sitcom, that's iCarly. So it's Boudicca iCarly. That one you definitely can't say, but fun. 2 very different pieces of information, so that's always good. Number 7. The strangest one. This not only is he the highest living person in this list, he actually is 17th. 17th. It's a fascinating list. I really recommend looking at it because it is mad. But apparently at this time, the 17th greatest Briton of all time is Michael Crawford. Here he is in character as Frank Spencer, Ooh Betty, the cat's done a whoopsie. From Some Mothers You Have 'Em. Really wonderful. And the highest honour that is offered by the Crown is the Order of the Garter. The Order of the Garter. So combine those two. Michael Crawford of the Garter is what you should have answered. Number 8. That is a picture of the father of the computer, Charles Babbage. I see a few of you got that one. I think that's probably the hardest picture. And which word, coming from the Latin to do, means a list of items to be discussed? That's an agenda. Did no get an agenda, Jenny. Did not get an agenda. But some of you did get an agenda. Well done. Combine them and you got Charles Babbagenda. Charles Babbagenda. Lovely stuff. Question number 9. Who is this? That is the Mancunian-born leader of the suffragette movement from the early part of the 20th century, Emmeline Pankhurst, and you combine those two with the racing driver who recently died, and that's of course Stirling Moss. So Emmeline Pankhurst Stirling Moss. It works well. And number 10, this guy, not my favourite photo of him. There's a really brilliant photo of it. Well, not photo, it's a drawing because it's from the 17th century. But he's got a really striking nose. It's a really powerful picture. That's one of the all-time greats of science, though I think at the time he probably would have called himself a natural philosopher. That is Isaac Newton. And the question, taking its name from amusia, what term means an insensitive lack of perception, that's tone deaf. So the answer is Isaac Newton deaf. Lovely stuff. So we'll get marking those now, and we'll see how it goes. People asking some questions about how we mark it. We'll mark it as we say. If you've got both pieces of information, that's the main thing. You need both though, and hopefully you've combined them, but maybe not. Anyway, so that's the end of round 2. So that means we have one more round before we get to the gap, the break. This is a round that was requested. So this is going to go either way. Hopefully it's going to be fine. I'm hoping it's going to be fine. It's certainly going to be fun. So this obviously is the music round. It's always the music round. And I'm doing this mostly for a laugh, but also to get around some rights issues. The perfect combo. But that's why we're doing this week for the music round. It's the club singer round. So if you've seen Shooting Stars with Vic and Bob from the 90s, you'll have seen it in that. Vic Reeves will sing a song in the club singer style. The club singer style, how to define it? I mean, it's just like you're in a club listening to someone sing a song. That's what it is, basically. Sure, sometimes it sounds like nonsense, but you have to guess what the song is. So I'm going to sing you 10 songs in the club singer style. All of these songs are from the Rolling Stone magazine's top 150 songs of all time. So they're legitimate songs, they're big songs that you should have heard of. To give you a little clue with each one, I'm going to have written the year in which the song was first released, or the version that was released. For each of these 10, you need to name the song. It's that simple. But obviously it's going to be up to my performance skills. But I think I've been practicing. I've been watching a lot of Vic doing the club singers around, and hey, it's fun. So we'll see. So hopefully to my left we'll see my colleague Mr. Lewis Jones. Hello, there he is. I'm just joking. That's what Bob always says. So here are 10 songs in the club singer style. Number 1. So this is a song from 1971, performed in the club singer style. It didn't do right. It didn't do this better. It didn't do this gay. That's number 1. That's question number 1 for you. What song released in 1971 was that? You don't need to name the artist. You just need to name the song. I hope you got it. I think generally these are started maybe easier, getting a little bit harder. We'll see. But they're all massive famous songs. And to make it even more club singery, I'm not reading these lyrics. I'm just doing it off the old dome piece. Let's see. That's cue number 1. Number 2, song number 2. Name this song, released in 1967. There might have been an earlier version of this one actually, but the famous version, 1967. It beauty, baby, beauty, with me, beauty, and a bit, it burned it bit, it bit, That's number two. Number two. What song was that? Most people in the chat seem to be enjoying it. Yaroslav, who is from Russia, says WTF. I can't blame you. If you've not seen this, Yaroslav, I can only apologise. Max Burgess Clark says you're having a stroke. I think a big part of doing the club sing around is having a stroke. So maybe. Guards has put some sort of emoji. I don't understand what that one means. But most people are doing it, are liking it. People are saying replay. If you want to replay, just scroll back. I'll do a little bit more in number two actually. I think that's spot on. That's number two. Number three. Song released in 1966. Let's see if you know this one. A famous song. A big famous song from 1966. Can you name that song? Toby, my old housemate, says still better than Alana's singing. I agree, it is. It is better than. I used to get woken up by our housemate Alana about 7 a.m. On a weekday by her just singing a bit of the Spice Girls loudly and badly to herself. And people are enjoying it. People don't know what's happening, but they're having a laugh. And that's what's the point. People don't even know what the club sing around is. You've got to listen to it. Go watch a bit of Vic and Bob. It'll cheer you up. So that was number three. Number four in the club sing around, a song from 1991. I think I'm going to go straight to the chorus for this one. Let me just, quick get in the zone. In that door, it's the dead door. Here we up now. In the dead doors, in the deep bed. It's the dead door. Here it back now. In the dead door. Hey. I think that's spot on. Again, spot on. I practiced these and I think it's worked out well. This is going to be one of those things which divides people, and I'm glad. You've got to take some risks, and most of those risks are about avoiding copyright claims via YouTube's very powerful algorithms. And I think this week I've done it. Ben Thompson, my cousin, a man I love and respect, says, "Who are Vic and Bob?" I mean, Ben, I don't know what I can say, mate. You've got to. I don't know what your mum and dad have been doing. If you weren't watching a bit of Vic and Bob, go watch Vic and Bob now. Listen to Athletico Mints. You'll love it. It's a great laugh. Anyway, that was number four. Number five. I think this one's very good. Actually, this is one of my best ones. Number five. Name this song from 1956. You ain't nothing but head do. At me no damn. You ain't nothing but head do. At me no damn. You ain't dim doing bad. You ain't no bit bad. Spot on. That's actually very accurate to the original recording. So, what song from 1956 is that? Guard says Vic and Bob are number 1 and 2 on the list of the greatest living Britons. I wouldn't argue with that, Guards. I would definitely put Bob as my number 1. People are loving it. Charlie says Train Guy legend. Yeah, if you've not seen Bob Mortimer's Train Guy, on Twitter, check it out. Very funny. Though it does make me wish I had a camper choo-choo. So that is number 5. Rodri says, yeah, you got one. I'm glad, as long as you got one, Rodri, that's all that matters. Number 6 from 1977, not 1997. 1977. I'm going to go for the chorus as well for this one. Written by hero, just one day. Written by hero, just one day. Yeah, I think that was good. I think that was solid. I worry when I'm singing these, I don't feel like sometimes it doesn't feel like the club singer to me. Sometimes it just feels like I'm doing just Brian Ferry from Roxy Music. People are enjoying the chat. Pyro Tiger says that last one's going to give me a copyright strike. You're not wrong. I think I was very accurate. Mum says play the organ. There's a great one with Bob as an organ. It's very good. And Charlie says, as always, you are a disgruntled pug. Lovely stuff. So that's number 6. Number 7. Okay, I think this is another one that's is quite good. So this is from 1963. It went down, 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 it been high. It went boom, boom, boom. Accurate. Catman Mullen says good dance moves. They are the official dance moves of being the club singer. You can't help that, Cat, but thank you. I'm glad that I am executing them correctly. Yaroslav says you sound like an alien from Men in Black. Love it. Diego says do the Star Wars Cantina song as club singer. I might well do that at the end as a little bonus for you. A pub inside an organ. Let's sing, sing, sing in celebration. That was number 7. Number 8. Number 8. This one a bit lower than I thought. In the list. This is one of the great songs of all time. And you only have to name the song. Don't name the artist. Probably best not to name the artist. But we'll see. I'll go to the chorus as well. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Like the performer himself. I think that was exactly accurate. But again, let's not mention that particular performer. Pyro Tiger says, this is how, in caps, all music rounds should be. Glad to offer it to you, Pyro Tiger. You know, got to have a bit of fun, a bit of difference. Everyone enjoyed the first week where I played the guitar badly. So, you know, now I'm singing very well. Number 9, penultimate club singer song. This is one from 2003. Trying to think of the bit that I want to do. Okay, chorus. I'll go for the chorus. Look, I've been looking to get back now. Indeed, I've been looking to get that do. Looking your bet in the bed. Indeed, I've been looking to get that do. Indeed, I've been chicken the bird. Chicken the bird. That chicken the do. Spot on. Spot on. I'm impressed with myself. Exactly as it should be. So that was number 9. That song from 2003. As far as I could see on the list that they had on Rolling Stone of their top songs, that's the most modern, interestingly. Vander saying the performance on number 8 gave it away. I think so. You know, I tried to give it a bit more on that one for you, Vander. And finally, number 10. This, I'll give you a clue. It's a disco hit. This one from 1979, and maybe a slightly harder one, but certainly a song we'll all have heard of. Looking button hat that baby there, a bitten hat that baby nah, it didn't bat that baby be there, had a burden that a burden bitten do. Spot on. Thank you. Hope you all enjoyed that. That was the last one. Pyro Tiger says, this is so much easier when you've had a few. That's my hoping. Hey, if you're not drinking tonight in the quarantine quiz, why the hell not? You should be. So that is your 10 songs in that club singer round. Again, if you want me to repeat them, I'm not gonna. It takes a lot out of you to do the club singer. Normally when Vic and Bob do it, they say it should have sounded like this, and then they do it exactly the same. That's the joke. I'm not going to do that tonight. You can just go look back and see what they were. But for now, please put in your answers, spell your team name correctly, press submit. Again, make a guess. I've given you the years so you can say, oh, did that song come out then? Maybe. And obviously you're looking for the song name, not the artist, just the song name, please. And I'll give you a couple of minutes while you pop those in, and we'll be back right with you.
Got to the bottom of the bottle. My head spinning like the lotto. You know I'm trying to keep it subtle. Just trying to drown my sorrows. So I take another shot now. Try to wash all of this pain down. Everything's blurred, it's all the same now. Easier for me to shut the pain out. I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows. Try to drink away tomorrow. 'Cause I'd rather be wasted, wasted, wasted than to waste my love on you. It's getting late, can't wash this taste down. Got this bitter taste inside my mouth. Everything's dark and all the same now. Need a way to let the pain out. Found my serenity asleep. I woke, I always thought that you would catch me. But now the odds are stacked against me. I guess I have to set myself free. I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows. Try to drink away tomorrow. 'Cause I'd rather be wasted, wasted, wasted than to waste my love on you. Oh, I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows. Try to drink away tomorrow. 'Cause I'd rather be wasted, wasted, wasted than to waste my love on you. Than to waste my love on you. Than to waste my love on you. To the bottom of the bottle. My head spinning like the lotto. You know I'm trying to keep it subtle. Just trying to drown my sorrows. So I take another shot now. Try to wash all of this pain down. Everything's blurred, it's all the same now. Easier for me to shut the pain out. I'd rather be wasted than waste my life with you. Fed up with these old faces, just looking for something new. So I drown all of my sorrows. Try to drink away tomorrow. 'Cause I'd rather be wasted, wasted, wasted than to waste my love on you. It's getting late, can't wash this taste down. Got this bitter taste inside my mouth. Everything's dark and all the same now. Need a way to let the pain.
Hey, I'm back. Hope you enjoyed that. I mean, the comments seem to be good. Charlie Haffington says, going to challenging the top of the charts. I hope so. Hayden says, can Pub Singer be the intro music next week? I'll see if I can make some recordings. Plumridge says, Elton John's performance last week online was like the Club Singer. Yeah, it really was, Liam. I saw that. I think he was singing I'm Still Standing, and he did sound exactly like the Club Singer. And a couple people, I mean, just people on my course just talking about no one doing the work on the course. Adam Dickinson, not done much shorthand. Me neither, brother. Pretty common. But hey, I hope you enjoyed that. Some people seem confused and found it surreal, but fun. Charlotte says, I explained to my friend it isn't normally like this. She's at a bit of a loss with you right now. Sorry, Charlotte's friend. It isn't normally like this. Normally I just play songs. But, you know, I'm here to entertain people. It's not a quiz is entertainment. It's not just some answers and some questions. You can get that out of a book. This doesn't come in a book. This is a real life package. So, you know, We have fun, don't we? So let's do those answers quickly, and we'll have a 10-minute break before we come back with the second half of the quiz. So let's see what they were. Answers to the club sing around. Number 1, the one from. Right, I haven't checked that everyone's given their sheets in first. I should do that. Like a fool, like a damn fool. Yeah, pretty much everyone has given them in. We seem to be slightly down in terms of team numbers this week, but up in people that have played, like, you know, number of people in teams. So I don't know how that's worked, but hey. So let's get at this. Where am I? PowerPoint. There we are. So number 1, the song from 1971. It was obviously Imagine by John Lennon. Imagine There's No Heaven. Spot on. That's exactly the club singer style. Number 2, from 1967. Respect. You know what me. Spot on. Number 3, from 1966. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. Spot on. A lot of people getting most of these right, so you know it worked. Some people confused them. Yeah, I'm sorry. Number 4, from 1991. Smells Like Teen Spirit. Spot on. Number 5, I think this one probably was most accurate. From 1956, it was Hound Dog. Number 7, from 1997, it was Heroes by David Bowie. Number 7, from 1963, Ring of Cash. Ring of Cash? I've lost my mind. Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. Number 8, 1983, Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Again. Number 9, Crazy in Love by Beyonce from 2003. And number 10, that was Hot Stuff by Donna Summer from 1979. That is your lot. So, we're going to have a little break. We're going to tot up the scores for the first half. We'll be with you shortly. Remember, if you would like to donate some money to this quiz so we can pay for prize money, give some money to charity, and maybe give me a little bit, maybe give Lewis, maybe Lewis deserves a little money as a treat. You can go to paypal.me/LJ47. Links are in the description below and on the Facebook page. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Charge your glasses. We'll get you back at 9 p.m. So see you in a second.
You're the one for me. Think anybody could see. You make my heart skip a beat when I see you smiling, yeah. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second and my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. Forever and always. My heart beats only for you. There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for me to stay next to you after all we've been through. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second and my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. Keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always, forever and always, forever and always, forever and always, forever and always. You're the one for me. Think anybody could see. You make my heart skip a beat when I see you smiling, yeah. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always, forever and always. My heart beats only for you. There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for me to stay next to you after all we've been through. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always, forever and always, yeah. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. Keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always, forever and always, forever and always, forever and always, forever and always. You're the one for me. Think anybody could see. You make my heart skip a beat when I see you smiling, yeah. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. heart beats only for you. There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for me to stay next to you after all.
Hey baby, we're back. So, hope you all enjoyed that. I mean, a lot of people saying big 10 out of 10. Some people very confused. I've split the audience, if anything, and I don't mind it. I had fun and played tribute to my two comedy dads, Vic and Bob. I love them very much. If you're not aware of the work of Vic and Bob, give them a Google. There's a lot of their stuff on YouTube, and they're the best. So, hope you're having fun. Thank you for everyone who's made a donation so far. Really appreciate it, and I hope you're all having a good time. Good turnout again this week, and I'm enjoying it, and I enjoy having something to look forward to every week. So I will continue to do this until lockdown is over, which will probably be another couple of weeks, won't it? We'll see. But I hope you had fun. Anyway, so as you know, round 4 is a bit of a mystery round. I've been doing something different every week, and I think I've come up with something slightly different again. So let's see what that is. This round is called Venn diagrams. So for each question, I'm going to be showing you a Venn diagram, and you just have to give what goes with the question mark is. There'll be a question mark on every one. You have to say what thing goes in that. So, I should have come up with an example, and now I realise I haven't come up with an example. But they're not hard. I don't think. I hope not. I hope not. We'll see. Let's go to number 1, and you can see how it goes. So number 1, here's this Venn diagram. So in this circle here, this one circle, you've got all the surnames of the Beatles. In this other circle, you've got the surnames of US presidents. Who fits in that section, that question mark, with the two overlap? We all remember Venn diagrams, right? From school. Remember that? School. For some of you, it wasn't that long ago. For me, it feels like a long, long time. But what goes with that question mark should be. All of these, they're pretty simple. There can be some very, very out there Venn diagrams. I've kept most of these pretty simple. So what goes with that question mark should be. So that is question number 1. I'll try and, because these are visual, I'll try and maybe make this a little bit slower than I have round 2, certainly. Chris Titt, who is a maths teacher, says, love teaching this topic. So that's pretty exciting. He's a big fan of the Venn. Men with Venn. So that's question number 1. Number 2. Premier League teams, areas of New York City. What's the thing in the middle that is both? You need less of me on this round. Often I'm saying things. I'm reading the questions. I don't think I'll do that. I was just checking Twitter, and that big quiz that's got like loads of people doing it is trending. And he's released some questions for it, and they're dog shit. Who sung "It's Not Unusual" in 1965? It's not a good question. You've got to give other stuff to it. You can't just have a round of 10 music questions. You've got to have shape. You've got to have structure. You've got to have something that makes people go, You either know who sung "It's Not Unusual" or you don't. Boring. Jay's virtual pub quiz. Fuck off, mate. Sorry for the bad language. To all of those who are offended by such things. So that is question number 2 in this round. President Walrus. far as I guess for the first one, which I like. Question number 3. Bond girl actresses, Queens of England. Who fits neatly in the middle of that diagram? In the question mark. Speaking of Bond, my little bit of warm up before the quiz today, and I look like I'm a cool guy, and let's face it, I am a cool guy. But I look like I don't get stressed, but I do. I get very nervous before these things. I know that I'll be fine when I'm doing it, but before there's an adrenaline rush in the body. So to calm myself, I watched 20 minutes of a 2-hour video, which was just Pierce Brosnan watching and giving commentary to GoldenEye. Really fantastic. What a voice that man has. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's unlike any other human accent, but so smooth. Smooth and cool. So Bond, girl actresses, Queens of England. What fits right in there? Looking for a whole name, a first name and a surname. Not like just Elizabeth. It's not Elizabeth, but you know what I mean. So that's number 3. Number 4. What name, you want to find it there in that middle, shared by a Shakespearean title character and a character in The Lion King? Helen says, do you mean current Premier League teams? Yes, I do. Uncle George says Burt Bacharach. I love a bit of Burt Bacharach. And Hal David. He wrote the lyrics. They're just as important. Pirate Tiger says, and the shape is 2 big balls and the bit between them. Yes, pretty much. That is exactly what it is, Pirate Tiger. Don't tell me what it's all. No, I'm just singing that. So that's number 4. What name shares those? What fits? Remember, you're always just looking for what goes in that question mark. There should only be one answer. If there's not, I'll take a look, but it should be one. That's number 4. Number 5. Oh, there's 3 bits, and it's maths. I know there's some big maths heads out there. So we'll see. So what number fits there in the middle? A square number that is also a cube number that's also a 3-digit number. Find it. Do you notice I've got a few more donations through? Thank you very much again to everyone who has donated. As I said, those 2 charities that we're donating to this week are to screen for younger people to see if they have any heart defects and Labradors, both big charities that were causes for a friend who has sadly lost their friend. So we're going to be supporting them this week. Again, if you have a charity you'd like us to support with the donations from this, let me know. I think we've got one for next week, but for the week after that maybe. If you've got anything, just please drop me a DM so we can work on something. So that's question 5. What fits in the middle of those 3? Number 6. What name shared by a member of S Club 7 and one of the chasers from The Chase? Most of my questions are about The Chase. The thing is, and this is generally of the quiz, and any quiz thing I do, a lot of the questions are going to be based on things I'm doing in my life and I'm just thought of. And what I'm mostly doing is watching The Chase. So here's one. So what name? So just in terms of a first name here, not a whole name. What name is shared by a member of S Club 7 and a member of the Chasers? I just got a message from my sister regarding question number 5. Fuck off, this question is disgusting. So she's not a maths fan. She's very clever in different non-mathematical ways. But this is question 6. What name fits there in the gap? Josie says, I've never seen The Lion King. I mean, I don't think you're missing out. I don't love it that much, to be honest, Josie. I've not seen the new one. I might now. I've got Disney Plus. But I always thought it was fine. Well, the first time I went to university, crazy ties, I did do an essay about the similarity between it and Hamlet. Hamlet, not the shared name, by the way, but remember enjoying that, but I think it's the only time I've really enjoyed The Lion King. I think it's mostly fine. It's mostly fine. So that is question number 6. Question number 7. What fits in this gap? Olympic host cities, South American cities. What fits in that gap? Some are Olympic cities, it maybe should say more specifically, but I think the answer would probably be the same either way. What fits in that little gap there? That's question number 7. What fits in that gap? Olympic host cities and South American cities. Question number 8. Another 3-1. So you're looking for something that fits in that middle there. A capital city that's a 4-letter word that's a type of bean. An interesting 3. A capital city that's a 4-letter word that's a type of bean. It's not baked. If only there was a baked. But no, it's not. What fits in that gap there in the middle? And question number 9. A lot of people are always asking me, Lewis, I wish there was more questions about musicals. So here's a question about musicals, or at least just slightly. So you're looking for something that's both an Olivier Award-winning musical and a Bill Murray film. As far as I'm aware, there's no Ghostbusters. It's not Ghostbusters. I'm going to tell you that now. But what is an Olivier Award-winning musical that's also a Bill Murray film? God says, can there be more than one answer? I'm pretty sure for all of these there's only one, but there is an opportunity for there to be more than one, because, you know, there's only so much checking I do, and we all know that I am prone to mistakes. But if another one, if something does come up, just let me know so I can look at it. I'm willing to accept any answers that I've not thought of that are correct. So that's number 9. And finally for this round, Q10. Different shape here. So the big circle is all of the things that represent star signs. So what the star sign, the star signs all represent something. Those are all there. And then there's a circle of things that aren't alive. What thing fits in that gap? To be honest, I think this shape could be the same as all the other shapes, but I did it differently because that's the fun of Venn. We're all having fun with Venn diagrams, right, guys? I mean, I don't think I've done a Venn diagram since maybe year 2. Maybe year 1 with Miss Forrester, who was a bit scary, to be honest. I hope she's well, wherever she is. Did all my best maths with Mrs. O'Brien, who we had like a special super clever maths class. And it was just solving puzzles. And that's why I love solving puzzles, and that's why I love quizzes. There's a clear path there. So that's question number 10. So that is your 10 questions for that round. So again, answer them, try something. There's no point in leaving a gap. Spell your team name correctly, press submit. If you need them again, you can just scroll back. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat, and back in a couple of minutes.
You know my name, but you don't know me. I know your face, the way that your eyes are glowing. Not sure who you are. You should let me get to know it. Cause this won't start if you don't let yourself show it. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Why do you see through me? Cause I'm right here. Open your eyes and see clearly. Not sure who I am. Well, give me a chance to show you. show you. Cause this won't start if the real me doesn't shine through. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Notice me. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. You know my name, but you don't know me. I know your face, the way that your eyes are glowing. Not sure who you are, or you should let me get to know it. Cause this won't start if you don't let yourself show it. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Why do you see through me? Cause I'm right here. Open your eyes and see clearly. Not sure who I am. Well, give me a chance to show you. Cause this won't start if the real me doesn't shine through. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Notice me. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice.
Hey, still think I've got about 20 left to come in. People taking their time with this. In the chat, Plumridge says, what about Mr. Cross? Jerry Cross, great guy. I don't think he ever taught me in any capacity, though. Sadly, for maths. At Manor, I think I only really had Dave Kerr, the legend. Michael Barrymore lookalike, Dave Kerr. His name's Kerr, you see, does maths with Clee, looks like Barrymore Michael, as Simon Ruggles once wrote in a parody of Michael by Franz Ferdinand, an all-time great. And in the chat, Miz says Josie's lucky that she's never seen Lion King because Daniel hates it. Yeah, I don't think Daniel's right. I think it's not the best. As soon as I come on here and I say you've not given me the answers come in. You know, just come on. People like to take their time. But a lot of correct answers on here, and quite a lot of answers on the maths one, which maybe surprised me. I didn't have you all down as mathematicians. So let's take it up to 6, 21, 20 to get this last couple in. So I'll give you a few more seconds. Guard says, who is the teacher I look like as an old man? Feel someone. Oh yeah, God, you look like Mr. What was his name? He taught us ICT, and you do look a bit like him. I can't remember. Anyone who went to Manor who's in the chat who can remember the ICT teacher who looked like Guards, let Guards know. Mr. What was his name? He was funny. He was good. There was a lot of great people at Manor. There was a lot of people that were bad and, let's face it, sex criminals. But that was schooling. That was schooling at the time. Oh well, things are better now, aren't they? Yeah. We can hope. Okay, I think that's everyone in. So let's take a look at the answers to this round. Boom. So, Venn diagrams. Number 1. What surname is shared by a Beatle and a president? It's Harrison. William Henry Harrison. No President Lennon, no President McCartney, no President Starr. Shame, but Number 2, what is a name of a Premier League team that's also an area of New York City? That's Chelsea. I double checked in case there was a place called Arsenal. I think there's probably an Arsenal in New York City, but there's not a team called Arsenal, so the answer is Chelsea. Number 3, Bond girl actresses, Queen Consort. I mean, I've written Consort there, but I didn't write in the other one. But hey, you should have still got it. The answer is Jane Seymour. She played Solitaire in Live and Let Die, 1973, with old Roger Moore, the third wife of King Henry VIII, the one who died in the rhyme. Number 4, a Shakespearean title character who is also a character in The Lion King is Timon, or Timon. I think it's Timon of Athens and Timon, but he's spelled the same. Timon of Athens, one of the tragedies, and Timon is he a meerkat? Or a lemur? Something like that. Meerkat. He doesn't speak in a Russian accent. Meerkats speak in Russian accents, as far as I'm aware. Don't know. But anyway, that's the answer. Question: if you've got any that you think you might be right on, but aren't, that I've not got, do DM me. Number 5, the number that's a 3-digit number, a square number, and a cube number is 729. 729. No other number fits those 3 things. I was very happy with that one. I think it's 27 times 27 and 9 to the power of 9 cubed. I think so. Something like that. Members of S Club, names of the chasers. That's Paul. Paul's getting down on the floor. Was it Paul getting down on the floor? We discussed this a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember. And Paul Sinner. There was no Anne in S Club. There was no Bradley, who's a chaser. Though, of course, Bradley presents the chase. So you could have put that. And you'd have been wrong. He's not one of the chasers. Looking forward to Beat the Chasers on Monday. Still have no idea what the format's going to be. But still excited for it. Number 7, Olympic host cities, South American cities. Rio de Janeiro. I'm pretty sure it's the only one. I've double checked 3 or 4 times, just in case. Weird that it's never been done there. But there you are. Rio de Janeiro. I'll accept if you put Rio. I'll give you that as well. Number 8, capital city, 4-letter word, type of bean. That's Lima. Lima, or Lima in terms of the bean, but Lima, the capital city of Peru. I'm pretty sure. That's quite a simple one for the 3. Number 9, Olivier Award-winning musical and Bill Murray film is Groundhog Day. 3 or 4 years ago. I think the songs were written by Tim Minchin. Of course, an adaptation of the same thing. Bill Murray wasn't in the musical, but I heard it was very good, though better if you watched it on multiple viewings, which is not always the best thing with stage shows, unless you've got a pretty penny. And number 10, the things that are represented by a star sign and a thing that's not alive is scales. Of course, Libra, but it was things that represent star signs, not actual star signs. So you should have put scales rather than Libra. Everything else that's represented by a star sign is alive. The ram, the crab, twins, water carrier, etc., etc. Those things are alive. The one thing that fits in that box, something that isn't alive, is some scales. So that's it. That's the 10 questions in round 4, which leads us to, as always, round number 5, which is the connections round. Everyone's favourite. So, this is fun. If you've not done it before, I'll explain how it goes. You're going to get 10 questions. The first 9 of those questions are going to be general knowledge. They'll be about anything. But all or part of the answers will combine somehow to suggest the answer to question number 10. What is the connection? That's it. So sometimes we've done it. So week 1, it was what is they were all words for testicles. 1 week it was all types of the color green, stuff like that. So it will be something like that. Comments in the lots of people arguing about capital cities. God's got something around about capital cities. Nigel says, you know any centaurs? No, but they are alive. I mean, they're fictional, but they're still alive. You know what I mean? I'm not giving that. Scales are alive, they're bugs. I mean, but they're not Yagoda in terms of the what's represented in the thing. Diego, who is South American, just schooling everyone on South American capital cities. Love to see it. Beautiful. Anyway, so connections round. It will be general knowledge, but all a part of the answers will come together for question 10. What is the connection? If you get the connection, you will get 5 bonus points. So you get 1 point for getting it right, and then 5 bonus points for getting the question. If you think you know what the connection is, at any point you can send me a message, and I will say yes or no. So don't not send. If you've got an idea, you might as well send it. Basically, lots of people. Jake Heath. What about centaurs? Things that are alive? I told you, Jake. They're alive, but they're fictional. I'm sorry. Sorry to confuse you. Lots of messages. I'm cleaning all my messages before we get onto this connections round. Okay, let's just hit it, shall we? So question number 1 in the connections round. It's a picture round because I know you guys love pictures. Who is this disgraced comedian and TV presenter? Who is this disgraced comedian and TV presenter? Do you know the answer to that? That's question number 1. So all or part of the answers to questions 1 to 9 will come together to combine to give you the answer to question number 10. What is the connection? And this week it's a little bit different to the ones we've done the last couple of weeks, but it still works. I hope. We'll see. It might be one that you get later on. We'll see how it goes. So that's number 1. Number 2. What is the 3rd most populous state in America, with its most populous city being Jacksonville? What is the 3rd most populous state in America, with its 3rd most populous city, with its most, not 3rd, I've repeated the word 3rd. The 3rd most populous state, with its most populous city being Jacksonville. Adam Dickinson says, imagine having a capital city named after a baking ingredient. It's a great point. It's a great point, mate. Alfred's in with the first guess, and it's no. A lot of people also arguing for the football New York area, Queens Park Rangers. They're not a Premier League team. So, I mean, Roger is correct. It's a punt that is good, but it's not. I'm afraid it's not worth a point, mate. I can only accept correct answers. Sorry. Guards, incorrect with the connection. Guess as well. So that's question number 2. What's the 3rd most populous state in America? Question number 3. Which Bedfordshire town lies between Milton Keynes and Dunstable, close to the border with Buckinghamshire? Which Bedfordshire town lies between Milton Keynes and Dunstable, close to the border with Buckinghamshire? A big question for fans of Midlands geography. Everyone's favourite geography. Which Bedfordshire town lies between Milton Keynes and Dunstable, close to the border with Buckinghamshire? Okay, a few guesses coming in. Let me see. Every week someone says to me, is the connection cocktails? It's never been it. It's never been it. It's not this time either. I love that it keeps coming up, and it makes me think one day maybe I should do the connection cocktails, but not this week, I'm afraid. It's a good guess though, because there's a lot of them with funny names. That was question 3. Question number 4. Alan Fletcher has portrayed which character in Neighbours continuously since 1994? Alan Fletcher has portrayed which character in Neighbours continuously since 1994? I believe it makes him the longest running continuous stint in Neighbours. Stephen Dennis's Paul Robinson is longer tenured, but had about 10, 15 years out of the game. Alan Fletcher. And of course, the character that plays his wife as well have been pretty much consistently in it since 1994. Always my favourite character, certainly. That's Q4. Question number 5. Which Bryan Adams song from 1985 only reached number 42 in the UK singles chart, but remains a classic of wedding party playlists and the like to this day? There's a couple of guesses that aren't quite right, but are close. A very, very close guess, actually, that I just got. Which Bryan Adams song from 1985 only reached number 42 in the UK singles chart, but remains a classic of wedding party playlists and the like? A couple of guesses coming in, which means I know that people have got the right answer, but not quite there yet. The only guess is the connection disconnected words. No, I don't know what that means, the only, but no. Sorry, it's not. Which Bryan Adams song from 1985 only reached number 42 in the UK singles chart, but remains a classic of wedding party playlists and the like? Any sort of, party with a DJ. If you've got Badger Golding at your party, he's probably playing it. That's question number 5. Question number 6. Who made their feature film acting debut as Rachel Marin in The Bodyguard, 1992? Who made their feature film acting debut as Rachel Marin in The Bodyguard, 1992? Another very, 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 very close guess. No one's got it spot on yet. There's a specific phrase that I'm really looking for that connects these words. So that's number 6. Who made their feature film acting debut as Rachel Marin in The Bodyguard? Question number 7. According to myth, which god, twin brother of Artemis, fought against the Greeks in the Trojan War? A lot of, again, more. First one to get it, Emma House. First correct answer. And a few more coming in as well. Guards has got it right. Alfred's got it right. Sorry to everyone that I'm just tersely saying no to. A lot of people close. I'm either saying close yes or no to people. Leonie has also got it right. It's just me. It's just me writing the word close to people. People just love the shout outs. That's what I'm getting. Maxwell's got it right. I'm going to come back to these in a second. That's number 7. Number 8. What was the name of the 6th and most recent album by the Arctic Monkeys that came out in 2018? Some people have been very excited. Everyone's doing very well. So that's question 8. What was the name of the 6th and most recent Arctic Monkeys album that came out in 2018? Question number 9. Which athlete started the charity wristbands fad of the mid-late 2000s with the yellow wristbands for his charity Live Strong? Which athlete started the charity wristbands fad of the mid-late 2000s with the yellow wristbands for his charity Live Strong? Lot of messages coming through. And most people are pretty much on the right vibe. And many are just so close, so close. And so, of course, question number 10, what is the connection? So if you put all the parts of the question together, you get question number 10, what is the connection? There's a couple of phrases that I'll accept as the correct answer. I'm going to put you on the wait while I reply to everyone who has given me answers. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. If you do need to see the answers again, just skip back on the YouTube. We can see them. And I'll be with you in a couple.
You're the one for me. Think anybody could see. You make my heart skip a beat when I see you smiling. Yeah, promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. Forever and always. My heart beats only for you. There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for me to stay next to you after all we've been through. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better or for worse. I'll give you every moment of my every night. I'll keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always. Forever and always, yeah. Promise I'll pick up the pieces when it hurts, for better better or for worse, I'll give you every moment of my every night. Keep hold of your heart if you keep holding mine. My every second of my every day. What's mine is yours, isn't that what they say? Forever and always, forever and always, forever and always, forever and always, forever and always. You're the one for me. Think anybody could see. You make my heart skip a beat when I see you smiling.
Okay, I think that's enough time. I think I've answered pretty much every message I've gotten. It makes it a lot slower because everyone sends me a message saying, woo, once I said they've got it right, and I have to get rid of those notifications as well. But I enjoy your enthusiasm, guys. That's the most important thing. I've not looked in the chat for a while, but I hope everyone's right. I've completely lost the thread of what's going on. But Liam says, didn't Badger get that job in Dubai? Fantastic reference to the Haverhill-based soap opera Life in the Hill. Absolutely superb. Charles says, do I have a phone on a friend going on there? Afraid not. George says, can you win if you do well on one round? Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have to. It's best to be good at all of them. Got about 15 left, so get your answers in. I'd like to have this whole thing wrapped up by 10 p.m. Do what you can. And looking at the answers, a lot correct. A lot correct. Some agonisingly close. But hey, isn't that life? Isn't that life? Still looking for about another 10, 15. Pop your sheets in. I hope you've had fun. I have, of course. This is one of the. I mean, no, it's the highlight of my week. You know, I've got nothing else on. Uni's back on, but it's not really. Distance learning isn't really the same thing, is it? You know, popping on blackboards, strange video software, and seeing how bad your lecturers are at framing themselves and not breathing into the microphone, strangely. But hey. Liam says his missus now wants to watch Life in the Hill. I mean, guys, everyone, watch Life in the Hill. If you want to know what living in Haverhill is like, it's exactly like Life in the Hill. Incredible. One of my favourite... when I think of things that remind me of Haverhill, I think of Life in the Hill. I think of Blake Kingston singing Kings of Leon. Glory days. Okay, I think that is everyone in. So let's see. What were the answers to that round? Question number 1. Who is this disgraced comedian and TV presenter? Justin Lee Collins. You might remember him from The Friday Night Project with Alan Carr and with Bring Back stuff. Bring back the A-Team. Whatever happened between you and Peppard? A great favourite. Did Paige in the comments says, I think we got it, I feel sick. That's what it's about, Paige. It's about having that tension. We're all staying in our houses all the time. You need that rush. So that's number 1. Number 2, the third most populous state in America, most populous city, Jacksonville, is Florida. I think the most populous state is California. Second is Texas. Florida is third. Number 3. Which Bedfordshire town lies between Milton Keynes and Dunstable, close to the border with Buckinghamshire? It's Leighton Buzzard. I believe also the Great Train Robbery happened just outside Leighton Buzzard. Number 4. Alan Fletcher has portrayed which character in Neighbours continuously since 1994? Dr. Carl Kennedy, the Don, the smoothest, the coolest guy around. Someone I'd really like to meet one day. A real hero of mine. Number 5. Which Bryan Adams song from 1985 only reached number 42 in the UK singles chart? It was Summer of '69. Not about the year. Not about the year. Number 6. Who made their feature film acting debut as Rachel Marin in The Bodyguard? It was Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston. Number 7. Which god was brother of Artemis and fought against the Greeks in the Trojan War? It was Apollo. Number 8. What was the name of the 6th and most recent Arctic Monkeys album? It was Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. Number 9. Which athlete started the charity wristbands fad of the mid to late 2000s? It was Lance Armstrong. Also disgraced. Started the round and ended the round with disgrace, which is great. And so, of course, question number 10. What's the connection? Collins is in Michael Collins, Florida. Buzz is in Buzz Aldrin. Kennedy is in President Kennedy or the Kennedy Space Center. The Summer of '69. July the 20th, 1969 to be exact. Houston, Apollo, Tranquility Base, and Armstrong, Neil Armstrong. The connection was the Apollo 11 moon landings. So if anyone put Apollo 11 or just moon landings, something along that vibe, I will give you the points and the bonus points. So that's the quiz. Thank you very much for doing it. Me and Alice are now going to look through your scores and find out who has won. So please give us a couple of minutes while we do that. If you haven't donated yet, the link will come up while I put this little break thing on, but it's paypal.me/LJ47. We'll be with you in a second to find out who's won. And as a special little treat, here's a different piece of music.
my name, but you don't know me. I know your face, the way that your eyes are glowing. Not sure who you are, or you should let me get to know it. Cause this won't start if you don't let yourself show it. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Why do you see through me? Cause I'm right here. Open your eyes and see clearly. Not sure who I am. Well, give me a chance to show you. Cause this won't start if the real me doesn't shine through. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. Notice me. So won't you notice me? How much more obvious can I be? Whoa, look and see, you're the only one I need. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. When you're walking past me, don't look right through me. Need you to look real deep. Notice me, how much more obvious can I be? Whoa. You know, man.
Hey, sorry about a little bit of a wait, but thank you for your patience. So, the numbers have been crunched, and we do have a winner. I'm going to call that person now and find out what they have to say. First, there are a couple of comments. Some people very close, according to the comments, very good. Max says, keep up the impressions on my Insta. It's my daily chuckle. It's been a while since I've done some impressions on my Instagram, but I will be bringing those back. So if you enjoy my impressions, they'll be coming. Go to @RecklessRapid on Instagram for those. Austin says, Apollo 11 documentary on Netflix is class. It is. It's really fantastic. I saw it in the cinema last year. Was it the year before? Whenever it was. Brilliant. Incredible archival footage. Toby says he'd like some impressions from the Dark Knight trilogy. We can see about that. Anyway, we have a winner, and we have a clear winner, which is very exciting, by one singular point. So let's call the captain of that team and see what they have to say about this. Let me just dial it into the phone.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello!
Is that Alfred Allen?
Wow, it's Joe!
Mate, you've won the quiz.
Called me in ages.
Congratulations, 51 points.
Yeah, it felt like a good week.
Felt like a good week.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm watching you on screen and you haven't called me yet.
No, I mean, the stream is a little bit behind, I'm afraid.
Madness.
51 points. Your team, same team name every week, which I've really respected.
Yeah.
COVID-19's forever. Pull yourself together. Let's hope it's not forever, but a great team name. You're the
Thank
captain.
you.
Do you want to give some shout-outs to everyone on your team?
Yeah, I'd like to thank CW.
Yep.
She's here. She got the connection this week. That was great.
Great.
I'd like to thank Stacey Ruggles.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to thank Lawrence. I can't remember what Lawrence's last name is.
Great. Good.
And I'd like to thank CW's mum.
the dream team. No Joe Snell this week.
I'd like a big shout out to Joe Snell, but she's saving lives this week.
Great. I mean, that's even more important than this quiz, probably. Well done, Joe Snell, for doing that.
And we didn't get femoral artery because of that.
She'd have got that.
I was annoyed by it. Yeah,
very nice.
But now I feel better about it.
Great. Well, you guys scored 51, only 1 point ahead. Can you even guess who came second? You bet you can't. I'd have never guessed it. Ollie.
You just mentioned me said he had a great week.
He did. Ollie Richards' team, COVID-19, 50 points. In third place was I Get Locked Down and I Get Up Again, Will Garbett, captain. And 4 teams in fourth place, including last week winners Wanking From Home and the winners from the week before that, Leonie Burns' Lewis Jones in the fast lane. So a very high quality week.
A beautiful week for it.
Good. Any words? You want to say anything more before I put the phone down on you?
No, just a thank you to you.
You're welcome, mate. As always.
Thanks, mate.
Always a pleasure. Well, I hope you had fun.
As always.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye. There he goes. I'm glad he's finally got his win. I think he's felt quite anxious about trying to get that win. Liam Plummer says 99 people are currently watching Life in the Hill. If I've set 99 people to watch Life in the Hill, then I'm very, very happy. That should be what we all learn from this week, right? But that's another week of LJ's quarantine quiz. That was V. We'll be back next week with old VI. If you haven't donated yet, don't be afraid to. You can send me a couple quid at paypal.me/LJ47. Thank you to all of you for playing. Thank you to Alice for assisting me with the admin. Thank you to Adam Evans for supplying this week's music. If you've got any music you want to be used in future, if you've got ideas for charities to donate to, if you've got just things you'd like to happen in the quiz, let me know. But I hope you've had fun. Sign up to my bonus email if you would like to receive that on Sunday. And as always, it is a pleasure. I love you very much, and I'll see you this time next week. Bye-bye.